Hey y'all, welcome to the Style Chronicles. I wanted to share this makeup tutorial with you guys today. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have not subscribed, please do so and hit the notifications bell and become a part of our Style Chron family. Before I go any further, I'm going to apologize about my voice. It's going in and out, but it's frustrating. So if you'll excuse the voice throughout this, I really do apologize. This eye look, I get so many compliments on every time I wear it, and every time I post a picture on Instagram or feature it in a tutorial, I get a lot of comments about it. And it's just a really nice olive green smoky eye look that I thought I would go ahead and share with you guys. So stay tuned and I'll show you how I achieve this look. Thank you. Before I begin, I'd just like to tell you what I have on my face to prep and make the video a little shorter. I used my MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade NC15, as well as my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Chocolate to prep my face. Next, I'm going to prep my eyelids with the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in the shade Light, and I'm just going to apply that to my eyelids and then smooth it in with my fingers. And with my Coty Airspun Face Powder, I'm going to set that primer in place all over my lid with just a large shadow brush. And with a Morphe M441 brush, I'm going to take the shade Lula and start applying that into the crease of my eyelid, just creating a crease, creating some depth in there for the next shadow that I laid down. And of course with my MAC 224, I'm going to go in and I'm going to buff over the color I just laid out so I can blend out some of those edges. With my MAC 221 brush and the shade Isabel from the palette, I'm going to go into my crease again and deepen it up. I'm creating a little bit of a smoky effect with the two shadows. Just deepening up that crease, making it look a little bit more deeper, sunken in, if you will. And of course my MAC 224, I go in and blend out again, just blending it all together. And with a eyeshadow brush, this is just kind of a medium eyeshadow brush, I go in with the shade Bronx from the palette and I start really packing that onto my lid, getting it onto the center of my eyelid and then shaping out where I want the color to be on that lower lid. So. With my MAC 221 and the shade Isabel again, I'm going to go into my crease and start blending that green just onto the lid, making sure that everything blends together seamlessly so that the transition is easily done from shadow to shadow. Of course, I'm going to hit it with my blending brush again, my MAC 224, just to pull it all together. And with the shadow brush from earlier, I'm going to use the shade Fifth Avenue, which is kind of a gold shade. I'm going to use that and pop it onto the center of my lid just to give the eye a little bit more dimension just in that area. I'm just pushing and kind of dragging that color onto my lid. And with whatever's left on my MAC 221, I'm just blending those edges over into the green shadow so that it appears seamless, not like I just pushed it on. And to save time, I went ahead and concealed with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW15, and I also contoured my face with my Smashbox Contour Palette. I also applied blush and highlighted. The first blush I used is the shade Blush Baby, the one at the very bottom, And then I followed that on top with my, on the apples of my cheeks with Dainty, which is the pink shade you see in the top right. And then I highlighted with MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in Beaming Blush. And with a MAC 212 flat liner brush, I'm going to pick up the shade Violetta, the darkest, deepest brown in the palette, and I'm going to start pressing that into my lower lash line beneath my, underneath my lashes. Just pressing it in, kind of creating a messy line, if you will. And then I did line my waterline with the Marc Jacobs highliner in the shade Earthquake. And with my MAC 219, I'm going to pick up the shade Bronx, that beautiful olive green, and I'm going to start buffing that lower lash line into place. And this is really it for the eyes. They're finished after this. I did not do any winged eyeliner. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Today my eyes are really irritated because of all the stuff that's going on with my voice and my ears and everything. Everything's just kind of messed up right now. So I didn't want excess liquid around my eyes, so I didn't put anything on. Quick, weird, awkward shots of my eyes before I move on to my lips. For my lips, I'm going to outline them with the Dior lip liner pencil in the shade Grige. It's 169 Grige. It's one of my favorite. It's a really pretty pink color that I like when you're wearing a nude. It just breathes a little bit of life into a nude lipstick and gives it a little pink undertone, which is pretty. And for lipsticks, one of my favorite nudes to wear is Japanese Maple by MAC. It's a very pretty nude color. It's not too pale, and it's not too opaque either. It's kind of sheer. I think it's a cream sheen, so it's got a nice texture. And I like how it layers with a lot of my pinker lip pencils. I think it looks really pretty. Is the completed look, the overall face. I hope you enjoy that. And like I said, I really do get a lot of compliments from people when I wear this dark olive smoky eye, and I feel like it's just so perfectly fall. It embodies everything, you know, fall-like, and I really do like a smoky eye with a nude lip. I think that's a really good look. I also like to make the nude lip a little pinker by using a pinker lip liner. But you can use this technique on so many different colors. If you do the whole neutral kind of crease and then that kind of orange, like warm shade around it, you can put any color on your lid and it looks absolutely stunning. So I wanted to show you really quickly. This is the palette that I use, the Anastasia Mario Makeup by Mario palette, and that Bronx shade it's just beautiful, but it's so easily dupeable. And then these two colors as well. You can find it in so many palettes. And one of the other palettes that I have just on hand to share with you guys is the Too Faced Peach palette. And I know this one came out a lot earlier in the year, but this green color, it's called Bless Her Heart right here, is the exact same olive green that I would use. And I've used it before the same way and it looks really, really pretty. So there they are, this one and that one together. And then if you don't have the Mario and you have this one, you can use, what is this one called? It's called Puree. Puree right here instead of that Lula shade. You see the colors, like they just look the same. And then instead of the Isabel, which is the orangey tone, you could take it a tad pinker in the crease and use some of that candied peach color right there, just to give it a little pop. But this color works really, really well as well. So you can easily find like other colors in your collection to use instead of the olive color, or you could even go on the lid with like the purple right here that's really, really pretty, or any of the lighter colors, and make a smoky eye out of it. It looks really pretty if you just use kind of the same technique, the same shadow application to your crease and everything to define it, and then just one shadow on the lid, and I really like that. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing and being a part of the Style Chron family. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.